The Rock made his surprise return to WWE at Bad Blood in Atlanta last night. Interestingly, he was only there to close the show and make a gesture to the three men in the ring. Cody Rhodes, Jimmy Uso, and Roman Reigns were all in the ring when The Rock entered the arena. He then counted to 3 before seemingly cutting across his throat and leaving. What does this mean? It's clear that The Rock doesn't want to discuss it just yet because he likes to leave riddles, but here are just 4 things he may have meant. Do CM Punk and Drew McIntyre hate each other off camera? Pro wrestling legend thinks so. This could have been a warning to someone who wasn't actually in the ring. Solo Sikoa was the man who lost the match, and in turn, he was the one who disgraced the new bloodline. The Great One counting to 3 could have been him going through Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu, before landing on Solo Sikoa as the 4th and making it seem as though he was the next one out. Jacob Fatu wasn't pinned, and the Tonga brothers won their match on SmackDown. After all, it was noted that they don't accept losers, and that was why Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso were kicked out. There have been rumors that Solo Sikoa's bloodline has been controlled by Rock since WrestleMania, and that means he probably wasn't impressed with the loss last night at Bad Blood. The 3 men in the ring were the ones who were to blame for the loss. As a result, the Great One could have been coming back to point them out and make it clear that he would be getting his revenge against all 3 of them one at a time. Rock and Roman Reigns were on the same side at WrestleMania 40. But since then, Roman Reigns has become a babyface. And this could have been The Rock making it clear that following that loss at WrestleMania, he was no longer on Team Roman. The Rock didn't lose at WrestleMania, so he would remain with the new bloodline. But he could have been telling him that the 3 count at WrestleMania was the start of a major change. It could also be the tease of a triple threat match at WrestleMania 41. Rock's presence wasn't needed last night at Bad Blood, but it seems that he was close to the location and WWE opted to send him out to close the show. The message could have been as simple as the fact that he was reminding Cody that they would have a match at WrestleMania 41. WWE Bad Blood 2024 was supposed to be a night for history. A night where rivalries were settled and alliances cemented. However, in the most stunning turn of events, the man whose very name has become synonymous with honor, pride, and loyalty, The Rock, shattered expectations. At the height of a heated main event, he turned his back on his former ally, a betrayal that rocked the WWE Universe to its core. For years, The Rock had stood as a pillar of unity and inspiration, a locker room leader who gave everything for the people. But on this night, in the unforgiving atmosphere of WWE Bad Blood, everything changed. What the fans saw was not just an act of physical treachery, but calculated message. Through a series of deliberate gestures, The Rock sent shockwaves through the industry, reminding us all that, no matter how beloved or iconic, everyone has a breaking point. Here are the 4 things that the Great One gestured at WWE Bad Blood that fateful night. A message to his former ally, and perhaps to the WWE Universe itself. The opening sign of trouble wasn't an obvious one. Throughout the match, The Rock had stayed eerily silent, which for him was uncharacteristic. The Great One is known for his charisma, his showmanship, and his undeniable ability to light up the arena with his words. Whether hyping the crowd or verbally tearing down an opponent, The Rock is never quiet. And yet, at Bad Blood, his focus was unsettlingly cold. Fans noticed that The Rock avoided eye contact with his ally, giving him nothing more than curt nods or blank expressions. Every move in the ring felt mechanical, devoid of the camaraderie they had once shared. It was as though something had shifted beneath the surface. Some hidden resentment or inner turmoil that The Rock had been masking for weeks, maybe even months. This silence wasn't just an absence of sound. It was an ominous prelude to what was about to come. It was the calm before the storm, and every fan in attendance felt the tension mounting. The message in his silence was simple. Something was about to change, and no one was ready for it. The moment of betrayal came during a tag team match that pitted The Rock and his ally, who had once been a brother to him, against 2 bitter rivals. The match had been a grueling back and forth, with both sides trading heavy blows. But then, in the final moments, when the crowd expected to see their heroes triumph, The Rock did something no one saw coming. His ally lay in the ring, groggy from a devastating attack by their opponents, reaching out to The Rock for the tag. The entire crowd roared in anticipation, expecting The Rock to burst into the ring, clean house, and secure the victory. But instead of meeting his partner's outstretched hand, The Rock stepped back. The disbelief in the arena was palpable. And then, in one swift movement, The Rock entered the ring, not to save his partner, but to level him with a devastating rock bottom. The crowd's cheers turned to stunned silence, their faces reflecting the betrayal they had just witnessed. But that wasn't the end. No, The Rock had one more statement to make. He tore off his elbow pad, the signature gesture that always preceded the people's elbow. A move that had become a symbol of fan adoration, a move for the people. However, this time, the elbow wasn't for the crowd. It wasn't for the millions and millions of The Rock's fans. It was for his fallen friend, delivered with unrelenting venom. The people's elbow, a move designed to entertain, was now weaponized to hurt, to send a clear message. The Rock didn't just want to defeat his ally. He wanted to humiliate